I'm going to open up these player reward packs in celebration of going slightly positive with Battle Wits. We get a red Elemental Blast. We get a Promo Despise. And we get a Phyrexian Dreadnought, the 1-mana 12/12. Alright. Cool, cool. So, Battlewits still got some legs, got lucky, also punted a shitload. So, I think we're going to take a little bit of time and play a few two-mans. If anybody has any requests for decks, I would call them out in chat now. I have Blue-Black Mill, which I have right here in case anyone is curious what it looks like. I have Blue-White Control, I think. Yes, I have Blue-White Control. I have Storm. I have a Mono Blue Mill. I'm going to finish this beer, and if nobody's called out anything, then I'm going to choose a deck for myself. Whew. I'm going to play some Blue-Black Mill. That sounds like fun. Do I need to make any adjustments to the deck real fast? The worst one? Well, they're all pretty bad. I think we're going to play Blue-Black Mill. That kind of sounds like fun. That's striking a funny bone a little bit. We'll take it into a league. Blue-Black Trap Mill. 120 play points. Let's do this! Yeah! Welcome, new viewers, to the stream. I'm Kano. I'm getting relatively drunk in Modern, playing some bad decks. We just 3-2'd with Blue-White Battle of Wits. And now we're playing Blue-Black Mill, focusing on Archive Trap. Let's see what happens. I'm going to have to run and grab another beer here in a moment, I think. Actually, I may not have any more beer. I might have to start making mixed drinks. I only bought the 2 large beers. Speaking of which, if you're ever out in Salt Lake City, may I recommend, if you are of legal age to drink, Proper Brewing. I really like their Lake Effect and Lie Effect. Their Goes Ales. They are salt beers. Highly recommend if you like to drink, if you like beer, and you are in Salt Lake City. All right. I'm not sponsored. All right. Blue-Black Mill, Modern. Let's go. Well, this seems pretty decent. We're going to keep this hand. We are against, by his own admission, the worst noob ever. Opponent starts Temple of Deceit. If this is ad nauseum, this should be a pretty relatively easy win. We draw a Visions of Beyond, so we start Sheldock Isle. We will pick up Mission Briefing, put the rest on the bottom in any order. Opponent played a City of Brass, looking highly like it is ad nauseum, though not necessarily the case. Opponent plays a Pentad Prism. We draw a Field of Ruin. Play a Flooded Strand, crack Flooded Strand, find Watery Grave, play Watery Grave. Fire off Glimpse the Unthinkable. We mill the Lightning Storm and the Lab Man. And our opponent concedes. Woo! Extirpate, extirpate. Negate, negate, dispel, echoing truth. Out. Crypt Incursion, Crypt Incursion. Actually, Herc's in too. What else goes out? Fatal Push. Doesn't do a damn thing. We drop probably Mind Funeral. We We don't need all the Echoing Truths. I think just one's probably enough. We'll drop a Manic Scribe. And maybe we don't need Echoing Truth. Well, Echoing Truth's better than Herc's. We'll try it like that. Cool, game 2! We absolutely will keep this hand. Opponent has mulliganed to 6. Probably keeping a Leyline of Sanctity. Keeps a double Leyline of Sanctity hand. Plays a Lotus Bloom and a Seachrome Coast. We start Shelldock Isle. Fortunately, we have Mill that doesn't require our opponent to have anything useful. Let's put a Hedron Crab under Shelldock Isle. We have an Echoing Truth for these Leylines of Sanctity that are kind of annoying, which is going to be kind of funny. Play an island, pass the turn. Opponent's Lotus Bloom is ticking down. Opponent's passing turn. We Echoing Truth the Leylines. They might have a Pact here, but that would force them to blow half of their combo if they did, because they would need to Angel's Grace to survive the Pact. Sweet. Alright. We'll play a Watery Grave. Fire off a Glimpse the Unthinkable. We mill Lightning Storm. And we have Dispel. Opponent's Lotus Bloom ticking down. Lotus Bloom onto the field. Opponent is 1 mana away from playing the combo. Opponent taps Seachrome Coast for white. Opponent cracks Lotus Bloom and plays Phyrexian Unlife. That's a lot of mana wasted. Opponent is now a long way off from the combo. Yo, Rogue Goblin, what's up? Currently playing Blue-Black Mill in Modern, a little bit drunk. We're going to play a Mesmeric Orb. We're doing well. We just 3-2'd with Blue-White Battle of Wits in a competitive Modern league. Our opponent taps City of Brass for black and casts Spoils of the Vault. Yeah, fine. Name whatever you want. No, we can't allow this. Can we? If they have a Lab Man in hand and a cantrip, they could kill us. Whatever. Name a card. Any card. Exile your deck. Opponent named Lab Maniac, I think. Yes, name's Lab Maniac. Exiled a Leyline, a Simian Spirit Guide, and a few other cards. Mills a Serum Visions and an Ad Nauseam. Good to see another Modern player streaming. Are there not a lot right now? So much Arena. Yeah, at some point I'm going to have to switch some of my content over because I don't technically make enough to like I don't make enough money off of streaming to stream pretty much only Moto, but I stream mostly MTGO. So we mill ourselves. And we get an Extirpate. Well, let's Extirpate, I guess, the Leyline. Also, this channel is all jank all the time, basically. We occasionally play good decks, but frequently do not play good versions of good decks. Opponent has 1 Pact of Negation. I think I took out all of my creature removal, though, so we might be in trouble as far as dealing with this Laboratory Maniac. We don't have a counterspell for it, either. It's good enough to get a follow from you? Sweet! Play a Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. Oh, did we not get... Did the notification not go off? I didn't hear the little notification noise. Thank you, Rogue Goblin, for following the stream. You're a wonderful human being. Opponent plays a City of Brass. Does not attack. We get a Surgical Extraction. Opponent is tapping all of their lands in order to get faster milled, basically. We need to find some kind of answer for this Laboratory Maniac. Opponent attacks for 2. We draw a bunch of cards. We get a Hedron Crab and a Mission Briefing. Oh, we can Mission Briefing... we can mill them out and then Mission Briefing the... what do you call it? The thing that we use to kill him, Echoing Truth. That's the word I'm looking for. And they think they're safe. Yeah. Ad Nauseam has kind of a bad matchup versus Mill. Speaking from the position of having played Ad Nauseam for a number of years. So our opponent, still milling a bunch. They could potentially have drawn their Singleton Pact of Negation, though. So, we cast our other Hedron Crab. We untap. We mill a couple cards. We draw a second Mission Briefing. Shock Watery Grave. Mill our opponent. Mill our opponent. Fetch up another island. Mill our opponent. Mill our opponent. Oh, shoot. I think they have an Angel's Grace still in their hand. Oh, I can deal with that. We Surgical Angel's Grace. They have the Angel's Grace. Woohoo! Their last card in hand is Pact of Negation, which we have a Dispel ready for. We Mission Briefing. Graveyard, Graveyard. Echoing Truth, Labman. Opponent Pacts. We Dispel. And it's game! Alright, so we're 1-0 with Blue-Black Trap Mill in Modern. Having a good time here. I'm actually going to run and grab another drink. I'll be right back. I'm going to put up the deck list while I'm gone, and I will be back in probably a minute and a half. And we're back. I've upgraded from beer to a shitload of vodka and a little bit of Coke. Round 2 with Blue Black Trap Mill. If you like my kind of content, if you like my humor, if you like anything that I do, I also have a YouTube channel with a bunch of meme videos that I post. I like to post VODs from previous streams there as well. All right. Round 2, we'd love to go first. We have an Archive Trap, we have a Field of Ruin, and we have a Crypt Incursion. I'm willing to keep this hand. Also Dark Slick Shores. Put a mulligans to 6, the Secret Tech versus Mill of putting more cards back into your deck. We play Dark Slick Shores and pass the turn. Welcome new viewers to the stream. Opponent plays a Mountain. Simian Spirit Guide. Are we getting chaliced? We are getting chaliced. Quick Thought Scourum. Double Ensnaring Bridge. Alright. We play a Field of Ruin. And a Mesmeric Orb. Pass the turn. Opponent mills one. It's a Mountain. Opponent plays a second Mountain. The Fiend. It appears so, Rogue Goblin. They are playing some sort of mono-reddish prison-y deck. We're going to play a Polluted Delta and pass the turn. Opponent plays a third Mountain. We fetch an island. Play Sheldock Isle. We will pick up a Glimpse the Unthinkable. Rest of the bottom. Opponent plays a Ramanop Ruins. Into a Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Ticks up her mana. And plays a Sorceress Spyglass. Well, in response, we will Field of Ruin. Pick up a Swamp. And Archive Trap our opponent. They will likely name Field of Ruin. Fuck, I put a lot of vodka in that. Opponent named Sheldock Isle. They are not scared of the Field of Ruin. We mill a few cards. We get another Archive Trap. Play a Field of Ruin. Pass the turn. Opponent mills a few cards. Bunch of Blood Moons. Opponent ticks up Chandra for damage. Hits Leyline of Sanctity, deals a couple points of damage. Well, let's hard cast an Archive Trap. We untap, we mill a few cards. We get a Glimpse of the Unthinkable. Which I think we just fire off now. Take them to 5 cards left. They have 1 Simian Spirit Guide as their only creature. Good lord. Opponent ticks up 4 damage. Alright, let's take a little peek at their hand. We're going to surgically extract Mutavault. Oh, that's right, it gets countered. Whoopsie doozy. This'll also get countered. We'll play a Polluted Delta. Pass the turn. Opponent only has 2 cards left in their deck. I am fairly confident if we draw a single mill spell, we will win the game. Opponent ticks up to 8 with Chandra. Leaves Simian Spirit Guide exiled. Well, we'll Crypt Incursion him. Gain 3 life. Saddest Crypt Incursion of all time. And we draw a mill spell, leaving me the victor. Opponent draws with an empty library, and we win. Alright, versus Mono Red Prison. Let's bring in Echoing Truth, Echoing Truth, Echoing Truth, Negate, Negate. I agree, Rogue Goblin. GG. Let me look up a quick list. I've been out of Modern for a little bit because I've been gone for a month. Let me look up Torch of Defiance. Let me look up a quick list really, really fast to see what kind of cards this deck runs in Modern. Oh, it doesn't even show up. Never mind then. In that case, I think Crypt Incursion's a little bit worse, considering we don't actually have... Our opponent doesn't really actually have creatures. They're likely going to exile their own grave anyway. We'll go ahead and drop... We may not need both negates. Mission Briefing is a little bit worse. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Rogue Goblin. You're a wonderful human being. Let's see. Out of the side, they've got Crypt, Braid, Dragon's Claw, Boil, Anger. So other than the ley lines, which they already have in the main, they might have something nasty, but Echoing Truth will probably handle it, provided we survive that long. Let's go ahead and drop Manic Scribes, as I think that's our mill spell they're most likely to be able to interact with. And fire it back. Our opponent will likely try and mulligan to Leyline. At least this is what you run. Fair enough. It seems like a pretty reasonable list. This is a good hand. If our opponent has a Leyline, though, we might be in a little bit of trouble, but I think we can't not keep it. They definitely have a Leyline. Yep, there it is. Alright, cool. Now we just need to find an Echoing Truth and we will be A-OK. Thought Scour ourselves. Draw a Glimpse. Still no Echoing Truth. Echoing Truth off the top, please. Nope, still no Echoing Truth. Play Field of Ruin. There's one. Now we just need a mission briefing or an Echoing Truth. Ooh, Blood Moon. Okay. Well, we have both colors of mana, so we should be okay. But it plays 8 Ramanop Ruins. I'm going to go ahead and block. I don't really want to be milling any more cards of my own. There is a Fatal Push. Well, that will be somewhat useful in dealing with this Eidolon. I think I'm actually good to do this now, or at least surgical them at their draw step. I want to see if we can get a quick peek at their hand here so we know what's coming up. Opponent has 2 Chandras, a Mutavault, and a Trinisphere. That is awful, awful, terrible news for us. They play a land, they play a Chandra, they tick up for mana, and they play a Trinisphere. Psychic. Trinisphere and Mutavault don't do anything, so that's good news, Kappa. Maybe Magus of the Moon. Also, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. I'm glad to have you here. Opponent ticks up Chandra into another Chandra. Chandraception. Opponent ticks up into a mountain. We get a land. Play the land. Pass the turn. Still need a mission briefing or an Echoing Truth. And please, please, please give me an Echoing Truth. Unfortunately for us, our opponent is likely going to be killing us really fast with this second Chandra. They do have a Chandra Ultimate emblem on the battlefield now. Actually in the command zone, but that's a technicality. We take 5 damage from Chandra's emblem. New Chandra hits the battlefield and ticks up for damage. Hitting the ley line, which doesn't do anything to... or doesn't allow our opponent to cast us. And our opponent has a Simian Spirit Guide for lethal. Alright, game 3. Gonna bring in another Fatal Push, just in case, I think. And I'm gonna bring it in over probably a Visions of Beyond. Spirit Guide of for lethal. That reminds me of when I played Ad Nauseam. Dude, Ad Nauseam versus Ad Nauseam matchups where you had to cast 3 mana 2/2s to try and kill your opponent were miserable. I would almost keep this hand, but I'm going to mulligan. Ooh, still... hopefully our opponent does not keep 7. They kept 7. There's no way they don't have a ley line. We're going to mulligan one more time. Alright, if they've got it, they've got it. Mesmeric Orb on top. You haven't lived until you attack with Spirit Guides for 20 damage. Ooh, opponent does not have a ley line in their opening hand. We'll put Mission Briefing under Shelldock Isle. Dude, casting Grey Ogres to kill your opponent is awesome. Until your opponent has to cast Grey Ogres to block. Opponent quickly drops a Blood Moon, which sucks. We play a Flooded Strand, aka Mountain. Oh no! A Scab Clan Berserker. Maybe I should have started Flooded Strand for an island here. I was punished for my hubris. My hubris. I'm gonna die to a 3/3 with a haste. Top deck Swamp, top deck Fatal Push. Except that doesn't actually do anything. Blood Moon, number 2. We'll play Mesmeric Orb. Take some damage. Oh, man. I put too much vodka in that. Holy shit. And there it is. Oh, an island. No, I'm echoing truth. Protect me, crab. You can block. Opponent mills a few cards. Also, I would say with mill, we would run into the one deck that runs main deck Leyline of Sanctity. We block with the Craft, which I believe is French for crab. Our opponent casts a Grey Ogre, aka Simian Spirit Guide. Yes, their Leylines were main deck. Thought Scour them, try and hit a land? Take some damage? Watery Grave, aka Mountain? Just hoping to... Yeah, that's pretty much how prison decks work in Modern. You should have seen... there should still be a VOD on my channel called Pitch Control, in which we try and do exactly that. We have main deck Leylines of the Void and Leylines of Sanctity. And we get rid of the excess ones with Shoals and Sun Scours and Soul Spikes, and it's lovely. And we draw the 5th land. Unfortunately, we're dead to Blood Moon and Scab Clan Berserker. Alright, but we're still 1-1. We're still 1-1. Going on to round 3. Ooh, this is a good hand. I'll keep this hand. Keep this hand most days of the week. Our opponent mulligan to 6. Once again, the secret strategy of putting more cards back in your deck to make your deck better against mill. Opponent is 0-3, but still going. Oh, gosh, they are. Why? You've already lost out. You can't get prize. You're just spoiling it. I mean, it's fair. People want to play Magic. You paid to enter a tournament. It's reasonable to play out your rounds if you want to. Even if you can't win anything. I don't do that. But that's me. And that's because I like to win. I'm kind of a spike by nature. But other people are not like me necessarily, so. It's control. Probably. Alright, so we're going to start off with a Flooded Strand, mill our opponent. Save targets, always yield 2. Thought Scour him. We draw another Thought Scour, sweet. I think it's actually a bit sad there are no prizes at all for 2-3 and 1-4 in competitive leagues. I mean, yeah, they could give you like 5 play points. Or like if you play all 5 rounds, you get 10 play points or something like that, no matter what. Swing 0. We're sending a message. Opponent just straight up concedes. Alright. Game 2. Versus Control. Oh, they rage quit the freaking round. Whoo, they were 0-3. It just went 0-4. They were like, screw this. Oh, man. That's great. For us, not for them. I'm sorry, opponent. Like, there have been a few times when I've been on tilt enough to just be like, rage quit the round, but... Also, thank you, Moto, for paring us down. For thinking I'm this bad at the game. Trust me, I am. I don't do this well on camera, usually ever. If they're 0-3 and they just want to play more Magic, but I doubt they enjoy their stay versus us, yeah, that's reasonable. Also, welcome new viewers to the stream. I'm Kano. We're 2-1 in Modern. I'm drunk. We're playing Blue-Black Trap Mill. And having a little bit of fun. We've already 3-2'd with Battle of Wits. And we're moving on to round 4. Hell yeah, I want to play first. Our only castable spell is Manic Scribe, but if we draw an Archive Trap and an island, we are in business. So we're going to keep. Opponent mulligans to 6. Everybody's on the mulligan plan today. I think every opponent has mulliganed at least once. We'll start island, pass the turn. Gotta give that blue intimidation factor. Nobody likes blue mages. Speaking as myself, a blue mage. Opponent starts Celestial Colonnade. We play Field of Ruin, Manic Scribe. Mill our opponent. Ooh, Chart a Course. It is definitely control. Opponent plays a Rest in Peace, which I think actually makes us even more favored to win. Play a Watery Grave. Glimpse the Unthinkable. Pass the turn. Yes, Chart a Course has actually been seeing play as a one of in Control. I don't know why, but they have been. I mean, Mission Briefing still says Scry too, right? Not totally dead. Opponent Fields of Ruin, our Field of Ruin. Wait a swamp. Play a Shelldock Isle. Pick up Archive Trap. Rest to the bottom. Cast a Manic Scribe. Mill him for 3. And once again, swing 0. Send a message. Welcome new viewers to the stream. I'm Kano. I'm drunk in Modern, playing Blue-Black Mill. Trap Mill, specifically. That Rest in Peace is actually winning them the game. I mean, like, it's preventing repeated triggers. I actually played pretty recently a version of Blue-Eye Control with 3 Rest in Pieces main, and I was relatively disappointed. I think if you're playing Rest in Pieces in the main board, you ought to be playing a different deck than Blue-White Control. So let's scry 2 and try and draw a better card. Flooded Strand, Archive Trap, Flooded Strand on top, Archive Trap on top of Flooded Strand. Untap. You're playing Blue-White yourself at the moment? How's it working out for you? Do you have any special sort of list? And you don't run Rest in Peace. Interesting. So I like playing Control. I think Control is the patrician taste as far as as far as Magic decks go. You don't even have it in the sideboard? What Grave Hate do you run? Opponent Fate Seals with Jace the Mind Sculptor, leaving the land on top of the library. Little do they know, we actually needed that land, and they tapped out. Play a Flooded Strand. Crack the Flooded Strand. Get an island. Cast Archive Trap. Think Surgical is better? That's true. Surgical is actually, like, nuts. It was, I checked the stats on it about 2-3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, maybe. Maybe not so recently, but 4 weeks ago, it was seeing play in, like, every single type of deck that exists. It's in aggro, it's in combo, it was in control, like, it was crazy nuts. Alright, we drew a Mission Briefing. Which, like, if we'd been able to Mission Briefing for a mill spell, they would have lost. Opponent ticks up. Only if the spell resolves. That is true. We'll go ahead and chump. Dang, Gideon being indestructible. Thought Scour. We don't need Surgical. We don't need... No. No. Mill 'em? Just to prevent them from having more answers, I guess? At the moment, I only have one Surgical on my blue-white sideboard, which is almost certainly too low. If you have 2 to 3 in the sideboard, I can see Dredge being a matchup. That's an okay matchup. Yeah. The only problem I have with Surgical is that it's so damn expensive right now. It's like necessary to play and really expensive. So unfortunately, I think we're going to lose. Simply because we have no answer to this Gideon right now. 42 tickets, holy crap. I knew it was expensive, I didn't know it was that expensive. All I want is some 1s and 0s, Wizard. Bought remands instead. Yeah, I remember. I bought Collective Brutalities instead. And like, they were like 5 tickets or 6 or 8, something like that. It was some single digit number that was decently high. Oh, you're gonna click me? You can't click away the Shelldock Isle. Whoo! Alright. Yeah, that's right. Shelldock Isle. Guess we get Mesmeric Orb. You bought those 2 and then Twin was banned, but you can still play Time Warps. Oh, you mean like you bought 30 remands. Nice. If I don't draw... Shoot, what game is this? Is this game 1? Yeah, this is game 1. I thought we were going to be okay. But evidently not. Opponent fires up that Colonnade, the wrong one, which we will Fatal Push to send a message. Opponent gets in for 7. We draw a Field of Ruin. We play a Field of Ruin. And cast a Mesmeric Orb. We do not win. They can't lose the game as long as they have a Gideon. And I don't have an answer until they draw, like... I don't have an answer for Gideon. I don't think in the main deck anywhere. Yes, feels bad man indeed. Opposite of John Goodman, feels bad man. Alright, you can't just do that, opponent. You can't... I'm not going to let the trigger resolve. You can't just do that to me. Alright, Echoing Truth, Echoing Truth, Echoing Truth, in. And what goes out? Oh, negates in and dispel in as well. We're going to take out Manic Scribe. We're going to take out a Visions of Beyond, maybe 2, because they do have Rest in Pieces in the main board. I think we need a Fatal Push or 2. I'm not... You know what? Crypt Incursion's actually super bad. We'll do that. I'm leaving in the Fatal Pushes. They hit Colonnades and they hit other creatures too. You don't know if they keep in Rest in Peace? It feels like they should, right? Like it was actually kind of like... you know, like our day. Visions isn't good because it counts graveyard if they're keeping in rest in peace. Oh yeah, that's true. We'll do that. Reasonable, Magus of the Moon. Reasonable. You're good, reasonable viewer. Thank you. I appreciate that. Time to drink my almost all vodka. Hell yeah, I want to play first. Alright. Alright, this seems reasonable. We'll keep this. I swear if they have Leyline. Watergrave tapped. Pass the turn. Oh, Flooded Strand. That's already one card. Hollowed Fountain. Suspend Ancestral Visions. Play a swamp. Glimpse the Unthinkable. Hey, we got rid of their Gideon. Oh, shoot! Damn it! Well, we get another opportunity. It's okay. Oh, man, I forgot Archive Trap has really good text on it. Never punished. Alright, let's just Ancestral Recall right now. Woo! Glimpse the Unthinkable, opponent. They have 16 cards left in their deck. Oh my god. Please, you're gonna have to Ancestral Recall me just to stay alive. Don't you dare have another Gideon. I will be so upset. Alright. We've drawn a play set of Field of Ruins. Quick! Visions of Beyond. Ooh, Mesmeric Orb. Play Mesmeric Orb. Oh, you want to draw 3 cards, opponent? It's always my goal to mill them so hard they have to freaking Ancestral Vision us. That's like the dream. Yeah, let's see if we can take them off the land. That'd be fantastic, right? Get an island. Alright, they still had it. Mesmeric Orb number 2. Flooded Strand. Let's go. Let's do it! Opponent mills a bunch. Ancestral Visions coming off suspend. Do they target themselves? They do. Alright. We didn't mill them hard enough. Opponent has 6 cards left in their deck. They play a Glacial Fortress. I don't know if they can or not. If they have another Gideon, they can emblem him, but then they're only safe until we draw an Echoing Truth. Opponent plays a Teferi. Tucks the Mesmeric Orb, preventing us from... Alright. I mean... I guess they can tuck their head between their knees and kiss their butt goodbye, because we're going to Field of Ruin them. Get an island. This was a very brief mission, I agree. Opponent scoops it up. Cool. Alright, do we adjust the main deck in any way? I don't know that we do. I think we're actually kind of good to go right here. This is not a particularly fast mill hand. Our opponent did mulligan, though. I think we're going to keep. Opponent starts Island Ancestral Visions. We do have double surgical. Alright, let's thought scour him. I wonder how many mana leaks they're holding. Oh, they're holding a negate. And a runed halo. Good to know. We're going to make him cast negate. Okay. I think Mesmeric Orb is more important to resolve against our opponent. Opponent plays a Celestial Colonnade and suspends a second Ancestral Visions. Ooh. We will Surgical Negate. Hey, brother, sorry I ran to get a beverage of my own of the cold, hoppy variety. Well, no problems there, good sir. Play a Mesmeric Orb. Play a Water Grave tapped. And pass the turn. Ooh, opponent shocks in a Hallowed Fountain just so they don't have to deal. Oh, please name Mesmeric Orb. Archive Trap. Alright. Reasonable. We mill some cards. Play a Field of Ruin. Play a Mesmeric Orb. Pass the turn. Oh, we're getting somewhere. First, Ancestral Visions coming off suspend. Opponent plays a Glacial Fortress. Hilarious. We nuke their Colonnade. We get a Swamp. Vendilion Click resolves. We push, which is our only clickable card. They see our 2 islands. And they mill a bunch. Second Ancestral resolve? No, not yet. If they get a Gideon, we are going to be slightly, and by slightly I mean majorly, boned. There it is. Yep, we're going to have to get an Echoing Truth for that Gideon at some point. There's an Archive Trap. It cannot target our opponent. Well, opponent fires up Gideon. Gets in for 4. Plays a Mind Sculptor. Okay. Fate Seals us. Do they leave it on top? They put a card on the bottom. Echoing Truth, please. Alright, Mission Briefing is like kind of an Echoing Truth. Opponent mills almost the rest of their deck. Yes, the one of Gideon really doing work. They have a Cataclysmic Gear Hulk, of all things. Tap the lands end of turn to search for Echoing Truth? Well, they could have a Cryptic, though, is the problem. Lyra Dawnbringer. That'll mill 8 cards. Yeah, I guess we go all out. We'll mill 12. There's a negate. What? No Echoing Truth? This is some bull. We can Visions of Beyond. Graveyard, graveyard. Visions of Beyond. Visions of Beyond. There it is. Goodbye, JoJo. Did we get you? Do you have a Logic Knot for 45? Yeah! Got him! Woo! We are 3-1. We are guaranteed for prize, and moving on to round 5. Yes. Evil. We are the evil Magic player. That was actually a pretty good game. I'm glad that thank you, Magus of the Moon, for recommending that I tap all of my lands. I wasn't going to tap all of them, and we needed to make it. We might have gotten away with, I think, 5 out of 6 with the actual math, how it worked out, but that was definitely the correct play, and thank you for reminding me. Or thank you for telling me, not reminding me. There's no way I figured that out myself. Alright, last scene playing Is It Phoenix? It's mill or be milled. I mean, we get a second land. This is going to be good. I don't know if it's fast enough. I'm going to mulligan. I want 2 lands. Alright. This is better. We'll keep this. Island to the bottom. It's definitely still the Is It Phoenix deck. Alright, we'll start Shelldock Isle. Picking up Glimpse the Unthinkable. Indeed it does. Magus of the Moon. Crypt Incursion's actually an awesome card versus this deck. We just need to find any, like, strong milling spell here and we'll be good. Of course, Thing in the Ice does spell Bad News Bears for us. Play a Field of Ruin, play a Manic Scribe. Mill him for 3. Wish you had that luck in the legs this week. Dude, watch like my last 7 VODs. I go like 1 and 4 every time. No, but I know what you mean, dude. Like, oh god, I hope I draw a Fatal Push. Faithless Looting. We're gonna die to Phoenix before we get a chance to exile it. Opponent has 3 card types in their graveyard. 4 card types in their graveyard. Oh, this is card types in your graveyard, not your opponent's. Flame Slash. Gut Shot. We're getting hit for 8. As my good friend from the what's it called? Flex Tape commercial says, that's a lot of damage. Our opponent probably has like Bolt, and we're dead. We need to, I think versus this deck, we need to keep a hand that has Archive Trap in it. Pick up Mind Funeral. Rest of the bottom. I think our best bet is to hit Fatal Push. They have direct damage. There's no way they don't. Alright, we're dead. Game 2. Push, extirpate, crypt incursion. I don't actually know that we need crypt. Alright, what are we taking out here? We can take out Thought Scour. Is it Mesmeric Orb? No, they want to use all their mana every turn. Scribe is bad. Scribe is really bad. You're correct there. Scribe is super bad because, and I think Mind Funeral's a little slow. I think Briefing's going to be okay. I really do. It's part of our strongest draws. So, hey, what do you know? This is a good hand. We'll keep this. I'm good with this. Start Flooded Strand. Pass the turn. Opponent starts Island and Sleight of Hand. Well, let's fetch up a Water Grave. Untap. Glimpse the Unthinkable. I'm confident that if anyone actually penetrates our facades, even the most perceptive would be fundamentally unprepared for the truth of House Demir. Opponent plays a thing in the ice. Well, push it off the planet. And glimpse the unthinkable. Well, if we mill Phoenix, we can lose on the spot. Reasonable. I haven't milled a Phoenix yet, and I'm also really drunk. Yeah, we probably should be milling in such a way that we have Extirpate like good to go. Wow. We've milled half their deck and they haven't seen a Phoenix. Good lord. Well, we should be okay now. 2 fatal pushes and a uncounterable surgical, basically. Don't like that. Whew! There's the Phoenix. There's another one. Opponent, Serum Visions. Yes! Mill yourself. That wasn't exactly luck. I knew to save that flooded strand. Like, we milled this one early enough on that I knew it was coming. Also, did play this deck for a while. Sold the Phoenixes because I'm not sure they'll stay high. I bought them when they were at like 20 and then sold them when they were at like 30, and I was like, alright, we're not buying it back. Also, I played an Oops All Spells deck with them for a while. It was actually really fun and had a lot more game than I thought it did. Ooh, Pyro. Try and kill it. Opponent abrades the Mesmeric Orb. Alright, yeah, that helps us. Thank you. I don't want to get milled right now. We'll keep the island, just for now. Opponent, Faithless Looting. Drops the 3rd Arclight Phoenix. Manamorphose. We are looking to extirpate Arclight Phoenix 1000% right now. Bolts our face. Sleight of Hand. Also, when you make a vodka and Coke and it's half vodka and you can still taste it when you're already drunk, you're like making mistakes actively.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
Yes, when they trigger. We want to make sure that they're all in on that plan. What's that? 4 Arclight triggers? Now I just need to click the right card. 1 second. And our opponent scoops it up. Gotcha. I think I'm going to drop 1 Fatal Push and bring in an Echoing Truth. I don't know why, but my brain, what's left of my 3 brain cells that are still sober is screaming it at me right now. So I'm going to do it. Actually, so interestingly enough on Moto, Extirpate does not prompt you and will exile all copies from the graveyard. Surgical will prompt you to exile them from the graveyard. Oh gosh, the high roll. Do we keep it for the high roll potential? I don't think we can. We're going to mulligan that. Almost, though. Because we just mill them for 26 and they reanimate 4 Phoenixes and we just straight up die. Ooh, what are you 3D printing now?
The same thing, I just need to fix the freaking supports.
Gotcha. Opponent starts Fetch Shock Serum Visions. Hey, Surgical, that's what we were looking for. Right there. Yes, it does. Is that not what I said? Because that was what I was intending to say. Interesting. Did I say it the other way around? Okay. I did mean Extirpate exiles everything no matter what. And Surgical prompts you for each individual one. Opponent's sleight of hand. We need a black source really bad here. Thought scours us. Interesting. There goes a Hedron Crab. Thought scours us again. There goes an Archive Trap. Well, we will be able to mission briefing that Archive Trap. Surgical's Crypt Incursion. Damn, son. I would have Surgical Archive Trap, but okay. Oh man, if we could just rip a black source off the top, I would feel so good about myself right now. Opponent gets in for 7. We go to 13. Untap. Mill 2. Well, I mean, we get to cast another Mesmeric Orb at least. Following Magus of the Moon's advice. Oh god, so many thing in the ice. Give me that fatal push. Who the hell puts their thing into ice? Oh, black source, please. So we're going to wait. They're going to mill more cards. We're going to Visions of Beyond and hopefully hit our Singleton Echoing Truth, which will allow us to survive. We do not survive. But the very next card down was our Fatal Push mana. This hurts my soul. And the soles of my feet hurt. Uno más. And we like super overdie. Echoing Truth was still our only out, but we still made prize. We 3-2'd, not only with just Battle Wits, but also with Blue-Black Mill. I feel great right now.